Hi everyone and welcome back and welcome to my another brand new series. It is like a long planned topic covering the Next.js from end to end, from scratch to the advanced topics in the Next.js, and building some full stack clone applications. So whatever the clone applications I built with the CSR, now I am planning to build them with the SSR. So what is Next.js? Next.js is a powerful React framework that simplifies the server-side rendering on the platform. So what are the key aspects and topics? First, we'll talk about the basic understanding. Maybe initially I should cover some part of the React.js and the latest changes. And then we will talk about CSR, SSR, ISR, SSD, different type of rendering platform. Like, okay, we have heard about CSR. What is SSR? What is incremental server-side rendering and static site generation, SSG. So we are going to cover the basic fundamentals so that you will be understanding, okay, this is SSR and how it is different from CSR. I have covered this topic, but let's talk about that once again, like SEO optimization with SSR, then SSG, SSR, ISR, then how the React.js has evolved over the period of time, because always there is a new change coming up with the Next.js. We'll talk about the live demos, like all the applications. I'm not going to do anything simple examples, code snippet. We will do with the hands-on learning, so you will understand, okay, how this is the app router works, and how the page-based routing works, how the app-based routing works, and this is how we can create the server-side component and a client-side component. So first of all, so this is like our all understanding Next.js, setting up the project, SSR, and live demos with all these applications. And then introduction, we'll talk about basic React first, because we need to first of all warm up with the React planet, React world. And then once you are done with that, then we will start talking about the Next.js SSR. I will be publishing this blog, so you don't worry about the topic names and all. We'll be going from the start, from the scratch, understanding the router, building a small application to understand the concepts of the page-based routing, and how the Next.js SSR can just use a simple database to interact and store the data in the database. Okay, you don't need a Prisma, MySQL, TypeORM. You can just write a plain SQL query, and with the server actions, how you can just submit a form and save the data in the database. Okay, then internals of the Next.js, what are the exercise, how to handle the different routings, router related, component navigation related. And then obviously, because once we move to the high level, then the topic will get interesting, because there we will be talking about authentication with the Nextauth, then database with the Prisma. So all these will be divided into different modules, and I will be creating more modules, putting the content on this blog, so we will have a proper structure of what I am going to deliver in this series. And parallelly, I'm going to build interesting application Swiggy clone. You might have seen my playlist talking about simple Swiggy clone using CSR. Now we will do the same app using SSR. So it's going to be interesting with the Nextauth, Prisma, and Tailwind, and server-side actions, server-side components, client-side components, routing, APIs, lots of concept, right? And I haven't covered Next.js in depth in my recent playlist or recent videos. So now it's the time where I'm going to cover things from ground zero to the advanced, to the deployment using to the Vercel, to deployment using simple Lambda as Netlify, Vercel, different platform, and how we can just deploy the databases with it. So Next.js is kind of building a monolith with everything inside it, the API, server-side actions, client-side components. Then further, I also have a plan to include the microservices using Nest.js. So NEXT plus NEST, this is like a very awesome integration platform where you are talking about NEXT and NEST both together for the microservices and for the server-side pages. Okay, so this is my agenda, and I'm going to start with simple basic introduction and understanding the CSR, SSR, and ISR and SSD in the next videos. Thanks everyone. Thanks for watching.